The League and the Legion of Doom are on a collision course over untold amounts of cosmic power. What'll happen next? Well, let's hop onto Justice League issue number 2 and find out for ourselves, shall we? Okay then, so the first issue focused pretty heavily on Jon Jones the Martian Manhunter, and keeping with the Justice League animated theme, this issue focuses a lot on John Stewart the Green Lantern. He's on a special mission from the Guardians of the Universe to drop off a particularly dangerous alien criminal when he ends up getting a message from Batman via Swamp Thing. Batman fills Stewart in on everything that's going on right now with the whole Source Wall meteorite and everyone fighting over its potential power. Batman also wants Stewart to come back and rejoin the Justice League as their full-time Green Lantern. He says Hal has his hands tied right now dealing with the Source Wall leaks. But much more over than that, he says that for what the League's doing right now, what their new mission statement is, and what new threats they're facing, they don't need another soldier. What they need is a true architect. It's around this time too Sinestro comes bursting on him, but he's no longer yellow or even green. He's something completely different. He's Ultraviolet, a brand new Lantern power source taken from the brand new Ghost Quadrant made up of all the universes that were freed from Cthulhu. Sinestro is looking to recruit John Stewart whether he wants it or not. Now back on Earth, we begin to see more fallout of this Source Wall meteor, or the totality as the characters have started to call it. It's mutating and enhancing anything that even comes near it, including poor Waylon Jones the Killer Croc. Lex Luthor is also showing off the new Legion of Doom digs to his teammates. It seems he's doing a lot of work into this whole totality thing, and he's uncovered an ancient symbol. One that, as we find out in this issue, recurs in a lot of cultures. Once upon a time it meant fate, but now he says it will only mean doom. Now the Justice League has quite the choice ahead of them. They know they need to send someone inside the totality, but at the same time they're not exactly sure who should do the job, who could survive it, and who should or could hold down the fort in case the worst happens and they actually lose someone inside of it. Then there's still the matter of what exactly to do with this Source Wall relic once they discover what it does. A lot of people, including Flash, still believe that it could hold these secrets to upgrading humanity, and if it does, how should the League proceed with that? Ultimately, it's decided that Superman and Martian Manhunter will be the first inside because, well, have you seen them? Those two pretty much shrug off everything all the time. Now this is supposed to be a simple in-and-out operation, but things get much more complicated when John Stewart shows up under the control of the Ultraviolet Lantern Ring. Tensions are high all over the place too, as eventually Cheetah of the Legion of Doom discovers that they haven't really been talking to Lex Luthor this whole time, only a robot double. That's because Luthor's true plan was to shrink down to microscopic size so he could stow away in Superman's own bloodstream so he too could catch a ride into the totality. And it's right around there that the comic ends. So that was Justice League number 2, everybody, and overall this is a series that continues to spin a ton of plates all at once. It's certainly never boring, even if there were times I wish they would just pick a track and stick with it. It's a Justice League book through and through, one that decides to go big by exploring some pretty huge out there cosmic ideas as well as making multiple reference to other Scott Snyder works. But what I think really makes it work and what really sells me on and what I think a lot of people are going to resonate with is how he chooses to focus on, you know, members of the Justice League who haven't been members for a while, like Martian Manhunter, like John Stewart the Green Lantern, and like Hawkgirl. It's undoubtedly the most interesting the Justice League has been in a really long time, and for that I give it a much deserved 8 out of 10. Hey there everyone, it's Cape Joel again. Thanks so much for watching to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, why not take a look at some of these other videos I've been working on from the channel. Then you can follow me on Twitter and Facebook at Cape Joel so you always know what's coming out next. And hey, if you like what I do and are feeling in a supportive mood, you can also check out my Patreon link down in the description. Patrons get exclusive access to videos and content before anyone else, and you can do so for as little as $1 a month. It would really help me out. So until we meet again everyone, this has been Cape Joel. I will be back again next time with more great comic content that smacks of greatness. Bye bye everyone.